Alright, we are at Brown Mountains. I have my stock over here, ready to roll. This mountain is like a medium heavy place. If I can make it over here, that's kind of suitable for most of you for as a range test. I'm pretty sure that's going to give you an accurate overall experience how much the stock can do, how far it can go. There you go. Let's take the line over there in the middle. So what we're gonna do, we're just gonna start the clock and then we're gonna stop it when I get back. 97%. I also fixed my grip. I put the ODI on it. I think these are way better than the stock one because it's a little bit softer and I just like it better overall. Let's do the medium. Let's do 5. That's what I have it set on. So these grips are softer than the stock one, and it just gives you more comfortable feel, like an overall feel. Nice. There is a whole lot of people over here, man. Oh my god! Lovely! This area over here is a perfect example to show how good the stock suspension really is. I just attacking the track full speed, don't even lift up the front. I just go through obstacles as fast as I can, and the suspension has no problem following this rough trail safely. Wow, man, the suspension is amazing. 94%. Not bad, not bad. Alright, over here it's starting to get a little bit sketchy. So, we're just gonna see how we can do. Keep the front line and just climbing up like nothing. Woo! The good thing about it, I don't really need to use the brake. The Regen works flawlessly. So when we're talking about the braking system, what Stark has, it's actually working like a 4-stroke engine braking, but it's much smoother. The 4-stroke engine braking, it hits you hard in the beginning, and you almost want to fly over the handlebar if you're standing on the bike. But over here, it's a smooth transition from going to braking, and you don't really need to use the brake, and you don't actually want to use the brake. What you want to use, you want to have this system working for you, because what it does, it actually charges the battery, and that charging system works so good on the EX. The end result is actually on this video going to be a big surprise. And the other really interesting things about this bike is you can hear the rear tire spinning, and what that gives you is you can actually hear when it loses traction. You can control the throttle accordingly. I find that very useful. Otherwise I would just spin the tire for no reason, but hearing what's going on, it creates that such a unique feeling when I can actually keep it on the power band and I have the tire spinning a little bit and then it goes, spin a little bit and then it goes. So I can really manage the power and I can really put it down to the ground. I love how quiet this bike is. I can hear when the rear tire is spinning, loses traction, so I can act accordingly. That's pretty awesome.
It's like a goat, just climbing everywhere, no problem. Probably he doesn't even know I'm behind him, because I don't make any noise. I think he sensed it. You're good. Thanks. That was close. This bike is amazing. I love it. It's just so easy to go with and effortless. Hi guys. Look at that. What a lovely place I found, you guys. Awesome. You see, this is what I'm talking about, and all of you guys saying, most of you saying, there is a crawl mode or something, which is I never actually found, and you guys keep telling me it exists, but I don't know where it's at. So the bike will just keep rolling on its own.
So far as the start goes, there is no disappointment at all. I cannot find a single bad thing about it as of right now, how impressive that bike is. The suspension, without that suspension, you won't be able to do the type of riding what I do, because you crash. I mean, to be able to ride like crazy and still come out good, even on the sketchy sections, it's just unbelievable. The only complaint kinda I have, the metal-to-metal contact on the handlebar. I don't like the engaging, you know, I just have too much information coming through the handlebar to my hand, and then it make it numb pretty quick. And that's probably the only thing I don't like, which is I'm gonna fix, because I'm gonna put the 720 SPC on it eventually. I'm gonna take a little break over here, enjoying the view, and keep hammering the trail.
Lunch break is over, heading back up for another round. We so far spent a little over an hour, and we just want to do it a little bit more, because why not? 80% battery, and let's roll. I can tell you, people are really impressed with the stock walk. They all asking questions, they all stop by saying hello, they love the bike overall. So Stark made a very good impression on people. far as this new EX bike is. Let's take the line over there in the middle, shall we? And we're not gonna give any room to speed up, we're just gonna go straight up. See how the bike does. I got a turn on the top. It should be okay. No, it's not. But we almost did it. Oh my god. Now comes the hard part. Dealing with the weight.
So this hill section riding is actually after my conclusion, which is coming up shortly, so you guys don't have to wait too long. But if you look at the number on the dash, it's going to be lower than my final result is. The reason for that, because I was trying to drain the battery for the start, but I just couldn't. It was just working so well, I couldn't even take 50% out of the battery. Every time when I went downhill, I try not to use the brake instead of using the charging system. And it works so well, I only lose a little bit of battery life overall.
I guess that's the hardest line because you need to turn on top. And most people go around and switch from the left to right. Nobody takes the middle. I think we can do it. That's it. Woo! What a ride this was! My conclusion, my final conclusion for today, I'm tired as the F word. This bike is so impressive, so agile, and I actually managed to do 1 hour 54 minutes, 61% battery left, and I have 0 left. So I'm just gonna cruise home. And the reason why we are doing so good on the mountains, because of the regen, which is charging the battery every time when you go downhill. It gives 70% back. That's how I have it set up. And just a little something to look. So if your battery is 100%, you're kind of getting 70% back, roughly. And that's why I, after 2 hours of ride, these 2 hours, including breaks, one or two breaks, and more like 2, and mainly I already went down from the hill once, and I only lose 1% of battery to go down entirely. So that's massive. My thought is, this is an awesome and lovely bike. I really need the 720 SBC because my hands are so numb. So I call this a cheater bike because it's just so impressive and it feels so good up in the hills like no other bike does. And that's pretty much what it is, a cheater bike. I don't want to hurt those 2-stroke or 4-stroke guys' feeling, but if you only care about to climbing the mountains the easiest way and the least fatigue, this is the way to go.